Hey there, Crystal. It's me, Kimbe. How are you doing? I hope you are well. So I just want to take a few minutes and just make you a short video with some critique with regards to the content that you sent in for the website. So we're just going to go over everything together, and then I'm going to show you my copy and compare it to your copy, and we'll see where the differences lie, and then what we can do moving forward. Okay, so many business owners have failed to market their businesses effectively. The knowledge of video marketing is lacking, thus making a task to reach and engage. The knowledge of video marketing is lacking, thus making a task to reach and engage with their target customers. That sentence doesn't even make sense. Okay, this will make the business owners feel an opportunity is lost to use video marketing to their advantage. If you're not including video in your marketing strategy, your business is in risk of losing sales. Okay. Video marketing is a powerful way to promote your business effectively on a low budget. Okay, great. We show entrepreneurs how to create video marketing. Okay, fine. So this sentence we're going to have to take a look at. Having an online presence is important for any business to have, but it can be problematic if a business's online presence is not maintained the right way. Entrepreneurs struggle to figure out what to post and when to post to generate the traffic and engagement they desire. If you don't implement a social media strategy, it will lead to a low return on investment. But they haven't even really invested anything yet, so you can't really say this, right? Like, if you don't implement a social media strategy, you'll have a low return on investment. But if you haven't invested any money, this sentence doesn't make sense. It's not accurate. Making you feel confused, frustrated, and overwhelmed. Okay, posting content on social media channels builds trust and leads to a profitable brand. Okay, I like that. Engage, delight, surprise, and reward your clients strategically. Well-planned content gets better results. Okay, I like this. This one's good. This is good. We can keep this in mind because I also did one, so we'll just see which one works better. Okay, great. Next, entrepreneurs struggle with keeping their identity in the minds of customers. Building a household name comes with strong awareness of who you are as a business. They don't know how to build. Who's the they? They don't know how to build a brand that leads to slow growth. What? But they don't know how to build a brand that leads to slow growth. Why would they want to build a brand that leads to slow growth and rejection? So again, this doesn't make sense. If you don't plan your brand right, your message gets lost and you get frustrated as a result. Okay, so I see that we talked already about the problem, agitate, solve methodology of writing, and I see that you're very good at including the emotions. I think that the flow and the language is just not quite where it needs to be yet. So we'll go over this. Okay, building a strong brand allows you to grow quickly. That's not true. Like, you might just be in a local area. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a household recognition. Like, Maptum is never going to be a household name, right? We're not a detergent. We're just a marketing company. But, you know, within our realm, we are growing more prestige and brand identity. So it's not true that it allows you to grow quickly. And it's not necessarily true that it allows you to establish long-term relationships. I mean, it kind of does. If you have good branding, you'll have good bonding, which creates the engagement and fosters loyalty. Planning a brand strategy leads to... Okay, this is very true. My computer's freezing. Okay, I'm going to show you how to build a strong brand that stays in the mind. I would try to get this to be more. Maptum shows you how you can build a strong brand that stays in the mind of the audience. Okay, magnetize your customers with info. I'm going to change this because it's not really clear. Magnetize your customers. I'm going to say, become an expert to get more leads. Business owners struggle to find a way to get audiences invested in their business. They have expertise. They have expertise in their particular field, but they don't know how to share their experience in such a way that engages with their audience. If it is not done the right way, it will make visitors lose interest, and you will feel frustrated that your results are not achieved. Okay, so again, everything that you're saying here scientifically from the method that we use to create, the opening headlines, the method is right, but like I said, the flow just doesn't flow. It doesn't flow. It's something about it it sounds like very stop and go. Businesses struggle to find a way to get audiences invested in their business. They should probably be interested in their business, because you have to know about their business in order to you have to know about their business to become invested, right? If you don't even know about their business, you won't be able to be invested. Business owners struggle to find a way to get audiences interested in their business. It's fine. They have the expertise in a particular field, but they don't know how to share their experience in such a way that engages with their audience. Okay. Yeah, see, this is the part that doesn't flow. If it's not done the right way, it will make visitors lose interest and you will feel frustrated and when the results aren't achieved. So this should probably not be one sentence. They're two different thoughts. We don't really want to talk about them not creating content in the right way because they don't even know that they need to create content. So this really needs to be, small business owners struggle to get attention online. Online advertising can be expensive, and there's a lot of noise or competition on social media. So you're talking about the problem, you're identifying the problem. Remember, problem, agitate, solve. So small business owners struggle to get attention online, and something around social media posts not being as effective. One secret surefire way to stand out from the crowd is to create content that gets attention, provides information, entertainment, or value. It's kind of like the backdoor approach to advertising. Instead of being straight on in their face, it's kind of like backdoor. It's more content. It's more positioning yourself as a leader in the industry. So this paragraph has to be something around that. Remember, you want to introduce the problem, which we have, that it's hard to get attention online and there's a lot of competition with social media, right? So that's the problem. Then you want to agitate it. So this leaves small business owners, entrepreneurs, marketers, this leaves them feeling like there's no way to really be seen. Creating content can make you stand out and differentiate you from your competitors because you are offering information, value, entertainment, as opposed to just selling your services and products. Content creation is really about building trust online so that your potential future customers can get to know, like, and trust you. when they know, like, and trust you, they'll be more comfortable buying when the time is right. Um, so that's basically what you got to sort of capture in this paragraph. Businesses are struggling to be seen online. There's a lot of competition on social media. How does a business stand out? But then we didn't really agitate it. Yeah, so then businesses are frustrated because they don't know how to stand out. So that's presenting the problem and then agitating it with an emotion. And then the solution is to create content because content does this, this, that, and the other. So I'd like you to rewrite the rest of these using that mindset. Also, something I want you to be aware of is just the way things read. I want you to read it out loud to yourself in the mirror 3 times and just make sure that it comes across naturally. Another thing I want to bring your attention to, it's not an academic paper, it's not a scientific paper. Like, you're not going to use the word thus in this type of like website stuff, right? It's not thus. It's just, I want you to speak like you're speaking to a friend. And those 2 videos I sent you should have given you examples of how to do that. I don't know if you would use the word thus to your friends. Like, we're not trying to be fancy, we're not trying to impress, we're not trying to be overly corporate. We're trying to bond, we're trying to have um, communication and understanding. We're not trying to come across as like we're superior and using all of these fancy words. So make sure when you're writing the next set that you don't use words like thus, and you don't sound very, academic. Just sound very almost colloquial and conversational in your tone. Okay, so content, excuse me, so I told you what to do there. Graphic design, spread your message visually. Entrepreneurs struggle. Okay, and we can't have every single page start with the same thing. Entrepreneur struggle, because it's going to get boring. So try to change it up a little bit. Graphic design is a way to help whatever. So let me see what you've said here. Entrepreneurs struggle to find a way to communicate their message in such a way to get their target audience to understand their message. We would not have the word message twice in one sentence. This is why I kind of asked you about your university, because the writing is not what I expect for university style education. So that's why I'm just curious. Entrepreneurs struggle to find a way to communicate their message. Okay, they know what their message has to be clear, but they don't know how to achieve this. Target audience responds emotionally to a message the way it is presented to them. And, okay, if not done correctly, customers get hesitant to trust you in your business and you feel like a failure because of this. Okay, yeah, this is, again, this needs to be reworded, and I want you to practice because you want to get good at copy. And if, honestly, if I were to rate this from like A, B, C, D, or E, this would probably be a C. Maybe even a C minus. Just because it can, and I want you to get to a B and eventually to an A. I'm not trying to be harsh or mean. I'm just telling you that it's a very competitive world out there, and in order to stand out, and in order for you to be better at your own marketing for your own product, or for you to, make money helping others with their business, you're going to want to be at an A level. So I'm just trying to help you out. Develop a message through graphics, an effective way to build credibility and trust in your business. I love this. Selecting the right colors, words. Oh, is this graphic design? Or branding? Graphic design. This should be fine for now. Okay, this is good. Yep, so this needs to be changed. Stay connected mobile. Many mobile users are cynical over the impact of mobile. Really? And we don't want to be mean or critical. We don't want to say, we don't want to make them feel badly about themselves. So many entrepreneurs are cynical. We want to use more positive words. This is like really negative. Many business owners are cynical over the impact. Is that true? Are they cynical over the impact, or do they just not understand how to use mobile technology? Do they feel overwhelmed and intimidated by technology? Yeah, this is not really the case here. So um, I would really say that a lot of small business owners focus on one or two areas of marketing when there are, an additional 10 areas that they can look at, mobile being one of them. Something around, mobile is everywhere. People are on their phone, 95% of the day, or they spend 3.4 hours a day on their phone. Um, Small businesses are yet to understand how to capitalize on this growing trend to acquire more customers, to connect with more customers. So that's the problem. Um, I don't know how this leaves them feeling. Maybe we don't have to put a feeling in there. But the solution is that there are simple ways to introduce mobile into their business. They can do SMS messaging, which is just text messaging to people's phones. You can optimize your website so that it looks good on mobile devices, and there's something else that you should maybe do some research on. But there are three ways that small businesses can introduce mobile into their business, with a mobile app or SMS messaging or having like a responsive mobile website. So those are the three right there. The problem is most small business people don't know about it, or they don't know how to use it. I don't really even think there's any emotion around there because they don't even think of it as a possibility. So you might want to say, this is like maybe a strategy for the more advanced or somebody who wants to be more advanced, something like that. Using mobile marketing is an effective way to engage with your loyal customers, provide an intimate experience in mobile creates. Beautiful. This is beautiful. This is really good. I love this. This is great. Okay. Analytics. In today's world, business owners make decisions about their website every day. Okay, that's not true. They don't. A lot of business owners never even go and look at their business back office statistics. In today's world, business owners make decisions about their website every day. Not true. But any decision can make or break a website. And it's not just about a website, it's about a whole bunch of things. Who's going to their videos, how long they're staying on their videos. Are they looking at them from a mobile site or a mobile device or a laptop or a tablet or a desktop? Men, women, what age? So knowing all those things will help you strategize. Are you targeting women? Are you targeting men? What age group? What topics are you going to speak about? So this is a very limiting sentence in terms of what analytics really is about and what it can really do and all the places that you can get analytical information. So again, this sentence, this subject, this also has to change. Okay. Again, based on the information I'm giving you right now. I love this. This is great. Okay, local entrepreneurs want to maintain good reputation. Don't know how to build trust and purchase. Okay. You want to be more specific. You want to have a good reputation online. But many of them don't know how to build trust in customers. Build, I would say, enough trust. I don't know if it's just to get customers to buy. Okay, so can you write that in? Because I don't want to type it out. I'll just do it. They want to have a good review, but they don't know how to ask where customers can provide the best reviews at their convenience. Lack of reviews limit the awareness. Lack of views limit the awareness and give customers cannot form. This sentence doesn't make sense. Lack of reviews limit the awareness Okay, and they don't feel like they're missing out. So you feel like you are missing out on an opportunity to be on top of your customers. I don't think that they're on top of their competition. I don't think they're thinking about that. Um, Here we just want to say that online trust is the new online currency. Um, See, this is not bad. Just again, the language needs to be changed a little bit. Entrepreneurs want to maintain your have good reviews. Okay, this is okay, but again, it should sound much more smooth and be very, very clear. They want to have good reviews, but they don't know how to ask for reviews, and there's a lack of reviews and limit the awareness. So this is good. It just needs to be changed up a little bit. I don't know how necessarily. I'm going to let you discover that. A lack of reviews limit the awareness, and customers get an incorrect perception or incomplete picture, or don't really know them, or I sort of like the competition part, but that's not the main thing people are thinking about when they're thinking about their reviews and their reputation. They're thinking about, how do I look online? They're not thinking about their competitors. They want to know, how do I look online? Do I look good online, or do I look badly online? And why that's important, and how it can be fixed, and how it makes them feel if they have a bad reviews or not enough reviews. So I don't know what kind of emotion you want to put in there. Um, I would say for me, when I look and I only see I have like 6 reviews, I end up feeling pretty inadequate. Yeah, I feel inadequate. So something, maybe you want to use that word, something along those lines. Promote great reviews. Promote great reviews. Build credibility. That needs a comma. Promoting great reviews. Promoting great reviews. It should just, see how you have build and boost. So this would be promote, not promoting. You want to have consistency in your verbs. Promote great reviews, build credibility, and boost sales. Allowing customers to leave glowing reviews helps your business shine and stand out from your competitors. Okay, the competitor one here is okay. I'm not going to say here allowing customers, because everybody allows their customers to leave reviews, right? So, what did it say? Allowing. Okay. I was going to say growing, but let's just say increasing. There we go. Perfect. This is good. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Entrepreneur struggle. Okay, again, no more struggling. This is not smooth at all. Yeah, and this is not the right, like, you say, so you feel like you aren't reaching, it should be your, right? Like, there isn't consistency in terms of the, the person, first person, second person, third person. There needs to be consistency within sentences and within the same paragraph. I sometimes don't do it, I know. I do it deliberately, though. There's a strategy to how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, and I don't think that that's what's going on here. So I'd like for you to stick to the same person, first, second, or third, in your sentences and in the paragraph itself. And this should just be rewritten. So content syndication is, again, um, businesses want to get more attention online. It's a crowded, noisy, crowded place online. Um, Again, you're working in a couple different things here in terms of being the influencer and the expert. So the goal is really in content syndication, again, it's not just about selling your services and products all the time, it's positioning yourself as an expert and a leader in the industry, and that you write content and commentary and opinions and theories and provide entertainment, information, and value, all this amazing free stuff. And then, like I said, people will, over time they will learn to know, like, and trust you, and then they'll be in a position to buy. So by creating content is one thing, but if no one is seeing your content, then it's useless. So content syndication is really about finding the different channels online, the different podcasts, the different newsletters, the different magazines, the different influencers, celebrities, industry experts, etc., who have a great COI, center of influence. They're a center of influence. They may have 50,000 followers or 500,000, page views a day. You want to make sure that your stuff is seen in those places. You want to figure out where your target market is, what other things they like to do online, what other places they hang out online, other things they read, and you will give your content to that blog, that podcast, that influencer, that center of influence, so they in turn can go and share that information with their fan base, with their large group, and then you get more exposure. So as opposed to just trying to, limit your content to just your social media site with however many followers you have, or just your website, which people don't necessarily visit all the time, if you're consistently putting out content there on different channels, um, Huffington Post, like just wherever, forums, like I said, blogs, vlogs, just get your information out there, distribute it to everyone all the time. Side note, you're going to have to change it. You can't have the same article in 50,000 different places, because people always want, like, if I have a blog or a newsletter, I want fresh new content. I don't want some recycled stuff. I want to make my audience feel like they're getting something new and original. You're not going to want to write 7 or 8 or 9 different pieces. So there's something called article spinning, or just rearranging the heading and the content flow to make the each piece original. But the point of content syndication is you want to distribute your content to as many places, as many people, as many channels as possible, so that your word can get out there, you can be more seen, you can become an influencer yourself, and then you'll get more followers and more buyers. So I don't know how you want to summarize everything I just said into 4.5 lines, but that's kind of what you have to do. So I've crossed this all out. Entrepreneurs struggle, we're not saying that anymore. Entrepreneurs struggle with creating brand awareness. I understand what you're saying there, so that's cool. They want to share compelling and valuable information to their target audience, but they're not aware that it is needed to be. Yeah, so this is the part that's awkward, but they are not aware that it is needed to be. They are not aware that they need to distribute it. You know what I mean? Like, just more clear, simple language, so you don't feel like you're reaching your desired results. Okay. Yeah, so let's be a little bit more specific. It's more than just reaching their desired results and becoming confused and frustrated at the outcome. What does that even mean? You want to be specific. Um, so you feel like people don't know how great your services and products are. You feel like you can't even be seen, so you can't be heard. Something along that. You feel ignored. You feel invisible. Those are really emotional, sort of heart-wrenching words. You feel invisible, you feel unseen. You know what I mean? This is a way for you to be seen. So when I talk about the emotionality of it in terms of problem, agitate, solve, the emotion part of it, when you agitate the emotion, I want you to get really specific, and that, confused and frustrated, boring words. Everyone feels confused and frustrated, right? But if you feel invisible and unseen, ignored, that has a greater emotional impact. And as you will continue to learn through your copy training, that's what it's really all about. Storytelling and emotions and psychology, not just the science and the formulaic output of information that we teach you. Okay, content syndication is power for traffic. This is perfect. Yeah, these are really good. You're getting really good at, like, this part's really good. Like your headlines, these could be headlines. They're very good. Okay, good. Competitive analysis, business owners struggle. Again, we're not saying this anymore. Okay, business owners struggle to keep ahead in the competitive market. That's true. They want to stand out from the competition, but they don't know the best way to accomplish this. This is also true. This will make a business owner feel like they're... Okay, so I want you to clean this up. This will make a business owner feel like they are losing their time. So, what do they feel like they're losing? Do they feel badly? Do they feel ashamed? Do they feel unsuccessful? Like there's a better word than they feel like they're losing, right? They feel like they're being passed over. They're, you know what I mean? Like more like hurtful emotions. That's the agitation part. You present the problem, you really got to agitate it. Losing, frustrated, confused. It's not agitating enough. I want you to cause like, what is it? Or tornado inside of them. I want you to create a tornado inside of them with your words. That's what's going to move them to action. Otherwise, this is just reading, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, there's no real emotional impact. I want you to move them emotionally so they feel the pain and make a difference. That is what's going to make you a good and effective copywriter, okay? So I want you to rewrite this. Okay, online advertising. Entrepreneurs want to make money and succeed, but many of them are aware of how beneficial. Okay, so this is not true. They all know how beneficial it is to market their business online. We're talking about paid advertising, so you might want to be more specific here. Entrepreneurs want to make more money and succeed. They're oftentimes not aware of how beneficial paid advertising online can be or paid ads can be. They are not adapting to the online world, and they should. As a result, they miss out on the opportunity to expand their audience. Okay, so I understand what you're saying here. Let's just try to make it more clear. I want you to pretend that you're talking to a grandmother or like a 7-year-old child. You're trying to explain it to them. So if you say to a grandmother or a 7-year-old, you know, they're not adapting to the online world as they should. As a result, they miss out on an opportunity to expand their audience. It's like, what? Huh? By not being seen in more places across the internet, you lose the opportunity to gain more customers, to get more attention, right? Something simple, easy language. If you don't advertise your business online, this is not true. This is not true. Like, advertising expenses is an expense that's being paid. So if they're already paying for it, they are advertising their business online. So this sentence does not even make sense. If you don't advertise your business online, you lose money on advertising expenses. That just doesn't make sense. So I want you to rethink that and come back to me with something stronger. Advertising online is the best way to cover a wider audience and save. No? How? It's not at all true. Advertising online is very expensive. So they're not saving money online. They're spending money. That's not right. Advertising online is the best way not to cover a wider audience, is to gain access to advertising online is the best way to gain access to a wider audience. Planning a strategy to market online generates better revenue. That's not true. How can you say that? Somebody could blow their entire marketing budget on a really bad campaign. So you can't say planning a strategy to market your business online generates a better return on investments. This is not true. So we're going to take that out, and you're going to come up with something stronger. Okay, professional marketing. Businesses struggle to find success in their businesses. Again, we are not saying this. Again, They want their businesses to embody a Fortune 500 company. What does that mean? How can you embody a Fortune 500 company? What they want are Fortune 500 company results. So I'm also going to take this out. Not only do they have the lack of knowledge to achieve it, they don't have access to someone with Fortune 500 experience to help them. Like they just don't even have access to it. So, think about that a little bit. They want their business to embody a Fortune 500 company. That doesn't make any sense, but they lack the knowledge to achieve this. Their customers are not viewing them as valuable. That's not quite true. You don't want to say that. That's not true. And if you ever think something like that, use the word may or use a qualifier words like customers may not view you as valuable. Like you're speaking in absolutes here, which you can't do because you have no research. It's not true. It's an unsubstantiated statement, so you can't say it. Customers are not viewing them as valuable. Who says that that's true? That's not true. Customers may not, then that is an okay word. Might, virtually, things like that. And customers are not viewing them as valuable. Who the customers are feeling like a failure because of this. So again, this sentence is incorrect. Their customers are not viewing them as valuable, and their customers feel like a failure because of this. This is not correct. Their customers are not viewing them as valuable, and therefore entrepreneurs feel like a failure. Sentence just needs to be taken out and reconceived. If you are not achieving optimum results, you become confused and frustrated. Yeah, let's stop with the confusing and frustrating all the time. There are like billions of words, well, millions of words out there, tons of adjectives that you can use. If you want to get good in copy, if you want to be a good writer, you need to expand your vocabulary reach. Um, okay, creating a Fortune 500 plan guarantees results. Absolutely does not guarantee results. You cannot say this. They're more likely to get Fortune 500 results with a Fortune 500 strategy. So you might want to write that down. Creating a Fortune 500 plan desired results the prestigious company will receive. Okay, I sort of like some of this. Okay. All right, girl. There's your feedback. There's your learning. Uh, Not a lot of work to do, but a good amount of work to do. But it's going to really help to hone and sharpen your skills so that you can be an A-level copywriter. Okay, and make beaucoup d'argent helping people. All right. Thank you very much for the work you've done. You've done an excellent work. You know they call me coach. You know they call me professor. I'm not trying to be mean or a hard ass. I'm just trying to push you to be the best you can be. And people only move in times of discomfort. They don't move when everything's just la la la. So I want you to be the best. I'm here to push you. I'm here to help you to be uncomfortable so that you can grow and, like I said, become the best you can be. But I don't want you to take anything that I said negatively or personally. I'm here to teach you, and I just want you to improve. You know that you need thick skin when you come into Mapdom. But congratulations, you are well on your way to just exceedingly wonderful, massive success. I'm super proud of you. I'm super appreciative of the work that you do, and you just continue to get better and better and better. Okay, Christal, thank you again so much. Good luck with your revamps and your revision of this work, and I look forward to receiving it soon. Okay, take care. Bye.